start the class, children. Close your eyes, back straight. सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गणेश स्तव। अजं निर्विकल्पं निराकारमेकं निरानन्दमानन्दमद्वैतपूर्णं परं निर्गुणं निर्विशेषं निरीहं परं निर्गुणं निर्विशेषं निरीहं परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम। गुणातीतमानं चिदानन्दरूपं चिदाभासकं सर्वगं ज्ञानगम्यं मुनिध्येयमाकाशरूपं परेशं मुनिध्येयमाकाशरूपं परेशं परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम। जगत्कारणं कारणज्ञानरूपं सुरादिं सुखादिं गुणेशं गणेशं जगद्व्यापिनं विश्ववन्द्यं सुरेशं जगद्व्यापिनं विश्ववन्द्यं सुरेशं परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम। नेक्स्ट गुरु स्तोत्रम, पेज नंबर 87. Okay? 87. मंडलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरम् तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। स्थावरं जङ्गमं व्याप्तं यत्किञ्चित् सचराचरम् तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। चिन्मयं व्यापि यत्सर्वं त्रैलोक्यं सचराचरम् तत्पदं दर्शितं येन गीता तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। सर्वश्रुतिशिरोरत्न विराजितपदाम्बुजः वेदान्ताम्बुजसूर्यो यः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। चैतन्य शाश्वत शान्तो व्योमातीतो निरञ्जनः बिन्दुनादकलातीतः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अनेकजन्म सम्प्राप्ता कर्मबन्धविदाहिने आत्मज्ञानप्रदानेन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। शोषणं भवसिन्धोश्च ज्ञापनं सारसम्पदः गुरोर्पादोदकं सम्यक् तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। न गुरोरधिकं तत्त्वं न गुरोरधिकं तपः तत्त्वज्ञानात् परं नास्ति तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। मन्नाथ श्री जगन्नाथः मद्गुरु श्री जगद्गुरुः मदात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुरादिरनादिश्च गुरुर्परमदैवतम् गुरोर्परतरं नास्ति तस्मै श्री गुरवे त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव. Page number
157.
157. Correct. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Puranamunina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitaamritavarshiniim Bhagavatim Ashtadashaadhyayiniim Amba Tvamanusandadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshiniim नमोस्तु ते व्यास विशाल बुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्र नेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमय प्रदीपः प्रपन्न पारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः. सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्स सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनम् देवकी परमानन्दम् कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः. Okay, we will stop here. सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वा सर्वपापेभ्यः मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः. हरिः ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरिः ओम. Okay. Okay. Good. But keep learning. The whole week you can learn one shloka. Okay? ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः। अथ द्वितीयोऽध्यायः सांख्ययोगः। संजय उवाच तं तथा कृपयाविष्टम् अश्रुपूर्णाकुलेक्षणम् विषीदन्तमिदं वाक्यम् उवाच मधुसूदनः। श्रीभगवानुवाच कुतस्त्वाकश्मलमिदम् विषमे समुपस्थितम् अनार्यजुष्टमस्वर्ग्यम् अकीर्तिकरमर्जुन। क्लैब्यम् आस्मगमः पार्थ नैतत्त्वय्युपपद्यते। क्षुद्रं हृदय दौर्बल्यम् त्यक्त्वोत्तिष्ठ परन्तप। अर्जुन उवाच कथं भीष्ममहं संख्ये द्रोणं च मधुसूदन। ईशुभिः प्रतियोत्स्यामि पूजार्हावरिसूदन। गुरून् हत्वा हि महानुभावान् श्रेयो भोक्तुं भैक्ष्यमपीह लोके। हत्वार्थकामांस्तु गुरूनिहैव भुञ्जीय भोगान् रुधिरप्रदिग्धान्। न चैतद्विद्मः कतरन्नो गरीयः यद्वा जयेम यदि वा नो जयेयुः। यानेव हत्वा न जिजीविषामः स्तेव स्थिताः प्रमुखे धार्तराष्ट्राः। कार्पण्यदोषोपहतः स्वभावः पृच्छामि त्वां धर्मसम्मूढचेताः। यच्छ्रेयस्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्तेऽहं शाधि मां त्वां प्रपन्नम्। न हि प्रपश्यामि ममापनुद्याद् यच्छोकमुच्छोषणमिन्द्रियाणाम्। अवाप्य भूमावसपत्नमृद्धम् राज्यं सुराणामपि चाधिपत्यम्। संजय उवाच एवमुक्त्वा हृषीकेशं गुडाकेशः परन्तप। न योत्स्य इति गोविन्दम् उक्त्वा तूष्णीं बभूवः। तमुवाच हृषीकेशः प्रहसन्निव भारत। सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये विषीदन्तमिदं वचः। श्री भगवानुवाच आशोच्यारण्वशोचस्त्वम् प्रज्ञावादांश्च भाषसे गतासून गतासूंश्च नानुशोचन्ति पंडिताः. Okay, now you repeat after me. We are learning the 12th shloka. नत्वेवाहं जातुनासं नत्वं नेमे जनाधिपाः नत्वेवाहं जातुनासं नत्वं नेमे जनाधिपाः न चैव न भविष्यामः सर्वे वयमतः परम् न चैव न भविष्यामः सर्वे वयमतः परम् We will learn only one shloka today, okay? Because you have to learn all the 12 shlokas, right? So from now you learn per day one shloka, okay? Hi. Okay, today one new bhajan, okay? Page number 173. Hare Murare. Wait. They don't. Hare Murare. Madhukaitabhare. Govinda Gopala.
Your voice is breaking.
Is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Govinda Gopala. Mukunda Shaure. Hare Murare Madhukaitabhare. Govinda Gopala Mukunda Shaure. Ananta Sridhara. Govinda Keshava. Mukunda Madhava Narayana. Hare Murare Madhukaitabhare. Govinda Gopala Mukunda Shaure. Ananta Sridhara Govinda Keshava. Mukunda Madhava Narayana. Devaki Tanaya Gopika Ramana.
भक्त उद्धरण त्रिविक्रमा
हरे मुरारे मधुकैटभारे
हरे मुरारे मधुकैटभारे
गोविंद गोपाल मुकुंद शौरे
गोविंद गोपाल मुकुंद शौरे
We are in which paksha now?
Krishna.
Krishna paksha. Masam?
Last time was
Jyeshta masam. Today's tithi is Ashtami. And the year is Sharvari Nama Samvatsaram.
Saram.
Okay? We will do Hanuman Chalisa now.
స్టార్ట్ కి ఒకసారి ఇటు చూడాలి
We will chant till last time we have done till 14, right? Today we will chant till 16. 16.
20.
No. Shri Guru Charana Saroja Raja Nij Manu Mukura Sudhari Baranau Raghubar Bimala Jasu Jodayak Falchari Buddhihina Tanu Janike Sumirau Pavan Kumara Bala Buddhi Vidya Devu Mohim Harahu Kalesha Vikara Jai Hanuman Jnana Guna Sagar Jaya Kapishati Loka Ujagar Ramaduta Atulita Baladhama Anjani Putra Pavana Sutanama Mahavira Vikrama Bajrangi Kumati Nivara Sumati Ke Sangi Kanchana Varana Viraja Subesha Kanana Kundala Kunchita Kesha Hat Vajra Advaja Viraje Kandhe Munj Janevu Saje Shankar Subhan Kesari Nandan Tej Pratap Mahajagbandan Vidyavan Guni Ati Chatur Ram Kaj Karibe Ko Atur Prabhu Charitra Sunibe Ko Rasiya Ram Lakhan Sita Man Bhasiya Sukshma Rupa Dhari Siya Hi Likava Vikat Rupa Dhari Lanka Jarava Bhima Rupa Dhari Asura Samhare Ramachandra Ke Kaaj Saware Laaya Sajeevan Lakhan Jiyaye Shri Raghuveer Harshi Urlaye Raghupati Kini Bahut Badai Tum Mama Priya Bharat Hi Samabhai Sahas Badan Tumaro Jas Gave As Kahi Shripati Kant Lagave Sankadik Brahmadi Munisa Narad Sharad Sahita Ahisa Jab Kuber Digpal Jahate Kabhi Kovid Kahi Sake Kahate Tum Upkar Sugriv Hi कीन्हा राम मिलाए राजपद दीन्हा हरिओम श्रीमद् वाल्मीकि रामायणम okay we are We are doing the Srimad Valmiki Ramayanam. So, the story started where? First we should start from the story, where it has begun, how it has begun. On the...
Your voice clearly.
No, that's why. So, if anybody is absent also, when we cover the story, you just focus now, listen to the story. On the plains of Ganga, there was a river, tributary river of Ganga, Tamasa river. Remember the names. Okay. On the banks of river Tamasa, there were many sages living in their ashramas. There was one sage, his name was Prachetasa. Remember, his name was Prachetasa because his father's name is Prachetasa. Okay. And he was very deep in his penance. He was doing his penance for so many years, and slowly he was absorbed into the Lord, and he forgot about his physical body. Slowly there was a big anthill was grown around him over the periods. After so many years, when the penance was over, he checked out what is around my body. It was a big anthill. He arose from that anthill. In Sanskritam, an anthill is called Valmikam. Okay? Note down. Valmikam. He arose from that Valmikam. His name was Valmiki. So that's how Valmiki got his name. And he went to his ashrama. He had many students, many disciples. They were chanting, they were doing the yajna, sacrifice, everything. Here Valmiki ji was teaching them. One day suddenly Narad Muni appeared in his ashram. Then everybody was very happy, and they offered him a higher seat. They welcomed him, they offered him a higher seat, and they gave water to wash his legs, feet and hands, Arghya and Padya. And then Narad Muni, what does Narad Muni say? Narayana. And he is a very great devotee of Lord Vishnu, and he is capable of traveling all the three worlds, the heavens, the earth, and the Patal Lokas. That's why he is called Triloka Sanchari. Again, note down. Okay, so Valmiki ji thought like he had many questions in his heart. To whom he has to ask? So he should also ask a learned sage like him, a greater sage. So he asked him, Narad Muni, I have a doubt. Is there anybody on this earth with the following 16 qualities? He was asking. He should be a Gunavan, Viryavan, Krutagnya, you can list out. And righteous in his acts, Satyavan, truthful. Okay, and he will be pleasing to everybody. Everybody should love him, and he is free from envy, jealousy. Okay, and he should be very kind, compassionate, and determined in his work. He should, when he rages out a war, even the demigods should fear. Like that, all the 16 qualities he had mentioned, and he was also beautiful. And then Narad Muni was like shocked. Actually, it is very hard to find such a man on this earth, right? If we have one or two qualities only, we will be boasting and we'll be very happy, right? And he should be down to earth also. Then Narad Muni said, in the Vamsa, in Ikshvaku Vamsa, there was a person by name Sri Rama. He had all these 16 qualities, as you mentioned, and more than that also, all the good qualities. He was the embodiment of Dharma. Ramo Vigrahavan Dharmaha means Rama is the Vigraha of Dharma. Okay, he was the embodiment of Dharma, righteousness, and truthfulness. Then Valmiki ji wanted to listen to the story. Then Narad Muni started telling the story. On the banks of Sarayu, there was a kingdom called Kosala. and it was ruled by the king the king Dasharatha. He had his elder son as Sri Rama, and Sri Rama got married to Sita, the daughter of King Janaka. And when he was about to be crowned as the king of Ayodhya, a wicked thought arose in the mind of his stepmother Kaikeyi. She wanted Rama to go to the forest for 14 years, okay, and she wanted her son Bharata to be the king. Then Ramji was very, he was not at all angry with his stepmother. He was he agreed to her mother's wish, and he went to the forest with his loving brother and wife Sita. They three were living in the forest. One day when Ramji and Lakshmanji were not there, a 10-headed Rakshasa, he came and carried away Sita from there. And with the help of Sugriva and Vanaras, Ramji built a bridge over to Lanka on the sea, over the sea, and he fought a great battle with Ravana and killed him. And then Ramji and Sita Mata were reunited happily. And after the exile period, 14 years are over, then Ramji became the king. Like this, Narad Muni told the story in a nutshell. Okay, this Ramayana in a nutshell, Narad Muni told to Valmiki ji, and then he left to his abode. Valmiki ji was actually very, very happy after listening to the story, because Ramayana was very, very sweet story, right? So Valmiki ji was actually enjoying the story in his mind, and it was the time for the rituals, afternoon rituals. So he went, the Munis will be bathing in the river, and they offer the prayers to the sun god, and then they will come back, right? So Valmiki ji went to the Tamasa river along with his disciple Bharadwaja. He wanted to take a dip, and as Ramayana is there in his mind, everything seems to be very beautiful, and Valmiki ji was enjoying the nature. He stepped into the waters and he was checking. There was a beautiful tree and the woods were lovely, and it was so green all over, and there were two crauncha birds. Two birds were playing with each other. Then Valmiki ji was enjoying how the creation of God is, how lovely the creation of the God is. Then suddenly, to his surprise, a hunter shot to the male bird, and immediately it fell down and it was shedding blood all over, and then it died there. The female bird was crying piteously, and it was a sight melting the hearts of everybody, even the Valmiki ji. Then he lost himself, and then out of anger he uttered a shloka, a couplet, that was the first shloka for the mankind. Till then people were talking in prose, not in poems, okay? And out of anger he uttered, actually the shloka also, Manishatvam Pratishtatvam. I'll tell you the shloka also. Now here I cannot see. So he uttered a big shloka cursing the hunter. Then after a while he realized, as a Muni, how can I become so angry, and I cursed him. I should not have done it. Then Bharadwaja and Valmiki ji found out that was the first poem. It was in a rhythm which with correct syllables, and it can be tuned and sing in the music format also. Oh my God, such a nice words how I have uttered. Valmiki ji was also wondering, and he went to the ashram again. Then Brahmaji visited Valmiki ji's ashram. He offered Brahmaji also a seat and water to him. Then Brahmaji asked, Valmiki, are you are you still thinking of the incident happened in the afternoon? Then Valmiki was shocked. Yes, as Brahmaji knows everything, so he thought like, yeah, Brahmaji, I am still thinking and worried about the shloka I have uttered. Then he said that it is with my, I have granted you that boon that now you can effortlessly chant and sing the poems and write down the poems. Then he said that why you have granted me the boon, he asked. I want you to write the journey, the life of Sri Rama in a book. Then he said that Ramji is living now. Now how I know what had happened earlier? Then he said that that's why I'm giving a boon. Whenever you think and you sit down to write Ramayana, people, they will be, the characters in Ramayana will be walking with life in flesh and blood with the divine glow, and their dialogues also you can listen and write down, so that there will be no false word in your writing. So Valmiki Ramayana is, the Valmiki ji is just seeing the Ramji's life in live telecast, and he is writing. So he started writing. He completed Ramayana in how many shlokas? 24,000 shlokas. Okay. After writing the Ramayana, Valmiki ji was wondering, how should I propagate this to the world? There should be somebody who will chant or who will explain this Ramayana, right? Then two kids came and touched his feet. They were actually very young. They were growing in his ashram only. Who are they? Lava and Kusha. Yes. And they had a beautiful voice like Gandharvas. They can sing, and they memorized in a very young age all the 24,000 shlokas, and they were singing. And the munis in the ashram were actually very much impressed by their singing and the memory, and they gifted them the the tambura, the musical instruments to them. Then they started going to the Ayodhya also. They were singing. Okay. When they were singing in Ayodhya, Ramji listened. One day Ramji listened to their songs, and then he invited Lava and Kusha to his court, and then there everybody, Ramji, Lakshmana, Satrughna, Bharata and his mothers, everybody were listening to the story, and Ramji is lost in his story itself, because they were talking about his ancestors also, because Ramji did not know much about his ancestors, right? In Ramayana they covered everything. So they started at describing the Ayodhya, how Ayodhya was built. Ayodhya was a beautiful city with 12 yojanas long and 3 yojanas wide. And people in Ayodhya were very, very talented. You know what is the meaning of Ayodhya? No Yodha, no warrior can rage a war and one against the kingdom. It was built in such a way that nobody can conquer it. Okay. And in Ayodhya, there were priests doing all the rituals on time, and the normal people are very, very talented. According to their profession, they are doing their best. Like if a person is manufacturing the warfield items, he is doing at his best. And they were a good race of elephants, horses, whatever, whoever. So Ayodhya is very wealthy city and prosperous city. People were very happy. There was no people, no beggars, nothing. Okay, and people are doing, and they mastered Vedas also. Everybody is very happy except Dasharath Maharaj, because his body is aging and he had 3 wives but no children. Then Dasharatha had family priests like...
Because he had a sim.
Yeah, he had a sin. He knew it. So he went and he asked his priest Vashishta Muni, I want to do Ashwamedha Yajna to remove my sin. So what do you suggest? He was asking the suggestions. Then Vashishta Muni was very happy. He was delighted. Yes, you have to do. And it is not easy. So with all our efforts, we will help you in doing this Ashwamedha Yajna. Then Sumantra, there is a minister for Dasharatha. He came and told that who is the right person to perform the Ashwamedha Yajna? Who is the right person?
Shringama.
Rishyasringa Mahar Sage. Sage Rishyasringa is the person who should be the official priest for the Ashwamedha Yajna. Then, and we covered the story also, how Rishyasringa Muni was born and then how he is brought to the kingdom of Romapada. Now he is in the kingdom of Angarajya, where it is ruled by Romapada. So Sumantra told that you go and invite Rishyasringa Maharshi, then he will come and perform the yajna. Then King Dasharatha went to Angarajya and requested Rishyasringa Maharshi to perform the Ashwamedha Yajna. He accepted very happily because he is so kind and compassionate. So then Rishyasringa Maharshi came all the way from the Angarajya to Ayodhya. There they built the big pavilion for the sacrifice, Ashwamedha Yajna. And Vashishta Muni was looking after everything, how the yajna should be performed and how many guests we should invite and how we have to treat them. Okay, and when we are giving the gifts, we should give with love. We should not expect anything. So he was just instructing his ministers, do like this, do like this. Vashishta Muni was doing everything, and happily Dasharatha Maharaj sat in the sacrifice, and finally they completed the Ashwamedha sacrifice. After that, Dasharatha Maharaj was very, very happy, and he was grateful to Rishyasringa Maharshi, and he went and asked him, now my sins are removed. Now what is the yajna I have to do to get my sons? Then Rishyasringa Maharshi said, Putra Kameshti Yajna you have to do to get sons. Then that also you only sit as official priest and perform, he asked. Then he obliged, he agreed. Then they performed Putra Kameshti Yajna also. A messenger from Brahmaji came through the Putra Kameshti Yajna sacrifice with a golden bowl of payasam. Okay, so he said that this is for your wives, they have to consume it and then you will get sons. Then Dasharatha Maharaj was extremely happy and he gave half of the payasam to Kaikeyi Mata, and then the rest of the half is divided into two, and one is given to Sumitra and the other in the other the half is given to Kaikeyi and the rest half is given to Sumitra. So that's why Sumitra ji, she got two sons. So Kausalya Devi gave birth to our Ramji in the month of Chaitra Masa, 9th day, Navami, in the nakshatra of Punarvasu. Ramji is born in the nakshatra of Punarvasu. And yes, and Kaikeyi gave birth to Bharata on the next day, in the nakshatra of Pushyami. Okay. Then Sumitra ji gave birth to Lakshmana and Shatrugna in the star of Aslesha. Okay. So all the 4 kids were born. Dasharatha was extremely happy. Now he didn't want anything. And 4 kids were walking in front of him. They were playing. And in the when all the gods went to Vishnuji, and actually before the birth of Rama, all the gods requested Vishnuji to get rid of Ravana. Actually, we want you to take the form. Then he said that I will be taking a human form, because Ravana got a boon that he will not be killed by anybody on this in the world except a human being. So I will be taking a form in 4 forms. As 4 sons I will be born to Dasharatha. So now the Vishnu has taken the form of Ramji, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrugna. Right? And after this, Brahmaji is asking the gods to give their tejas, give their divine glow and send to the earth as Vanaras. Already Jambavan is born. So as Vanaras, monkey chiefs, okay, with huge nails and all, because they have to help Ramji when it is needed. So that's why monkey chiefs are also born on the earth. Here Ramji, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrugna are also born. They were playing nicely and they mastered archery, martial arts and Vedas. They became scholars and they were very, very obedient to the elders. They were not at all showing their greed as king's sons and all. Everybody were very happy. Now they are slowly turning into the young age. Now Dasharatha Maharaj, he wanted to get his sons married. Now he is asking his ministers for the brides. At that time, in that sabha, when Dasharatha Maharaj was discussing with his ministers, there was a messenger came. There was the messenger came, and he said that Vishwamitra Muni is waiting at our gate. Then Dasharatha Maharaj was, oh my God, Lord Muni Vishwamitra is very, very kind and compassionate. Please bring him. He also, Dasharatha Maharaj went to bring Vishwamitra to his court. Vishwamitra came to his court and he offered him a seat. Then Vishwamitra was checking, is everything good in Ayodhya? Are you happy, Dasharatha? So after all these things, then Dasharatha Maharaj asked, why you have visited Ayodhya? Please let me know. If I can help you, I will definitely help you. Then Vishwamitra is very, very happy. Yeah, I need a help from you. Then he said that, yeah, please tell me. And he said, I want Sri Rama to come with me. He said, I want to take him to kill a Rakshasa. Then Vishwamitra was very shocked. Oh my God, my Ram is entering into teens. How can you take such a small boy to kill a big Rakshasi? Then Vishwamitra was like, he was about to get anger. Then Vasishtha Muni, he came and he told to Dasharatha Maharaj that Vishwamitra can take care of your children. Please send Ram with Vishwamitra. Then Dasharatha Maharaj agreed, and then he called out Ramji and Lakshmana. They both went with Vishwamitra into the forest. Okay. The story next, we will continue what they are doing in the forest in next week. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Just think of the events happened in the line, how from where we have started, where we have ended. Okay, in this only I will give the questions. Okay, I will send the questions now. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu, Sarvesham shantir bhavatu, Sarvesham purnam bhavatu, Sarvesham mangalam bhavatu, Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, Sarve santu niramayah, Sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet, asato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, मृत्योर्मामृतङ्गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः Hari Om children, see you next class.